Welcome to Picturing the Invisible at Technical University of Munich, an exhibition organised in memory of the 2011 Great East Japan earthquake, tsunami and nuclear disaster. Picturing the Invisible brings together 7 talented artists, all working in the affected territories. And it pairs their works with essays provided by academics, authors, activists and policymakers. So let's start with this beautiful image by Masamichi Kagaya, produced in collaboration with Satoshi Mori of the University of Tokyo. And we can see immediately that these are footprints, or perhaps shoes. Some larger, adult, others small, children's, but all headed in the same direction. These are peculiar footprints. If we look closely, we can see that they're composed of these little dots of white light, almost star-like, giving us the sense that we might be staring up at the night sky at particularly orderly constellations. But this work wasn't produced using visible light. It was produced by radiation. Kagaya and Mori collected shoes from the evacuated territories and placed them on a photographic plate, thereby producing this work which literally pictures the invisible. Here we have 2 wonderful images from Tom Davies' Nuclear Samurai series. The photographs are of the Soma no Maoi festival held in Minami-Soma in Fukushima, a festival that goes back more than 1,000 years but had to be cancelled in 2011 due to the triple disaster. When it was resumed, it quickly became a focal point of media attention and a symbol of the resilience and resolve of the people of Fukushima. But in Davies' hands, the images also become a way of interrogating the relationship between media narratives of crisis and masculinity. Davies draws our attention to the ways in which we tend to celebrate a particular militarized, masculine vision of heroism in the face of crises, while often relegating women to the role of victims. We have here 2 works from Giles Price's Restricted Residence series. Price uses thermal cameras in order to render eerie the landscapes of Fukushima, conjuring the sense of radiation's ghostly touch. But in 2020, Giles Price would use the same thermal imaging techniques to photograph the streets of London during the pandemic. Indeed, you might have seen his work in the pages of National Geographic or The New Statesman. By using the same visual language in the 2 settings, Price encourages us to think about the parallels between our experience of the pandemic and life in Fukushima. In both contexts, an unseen and unfamiliar risk can transform everyday actions into negotiations with danger. To encourage our visitors to think about this parallel, we've installed a thermal imaging camera in the exhibition space. We hope that as they pose for the camera, they'll reflect on their own experiences of COVID-19 and what life has been like in Fukushima for the last 10 years. Picturing the Invisible has been integrated into my teaching here at TUM, and students have been involved at every step of this exhibition's organisation. You can also find some student reflections on these works available on our website.